Welcome to Mission Driven Founders, where we spotlight passionate entrepreneurs behind indie beauty and wellness brands making a real impact. Subscribe, hit the bell for updates, and share this video with your health conscious friends. Today, we're thrilled to talk with Laura McCann, founder of and CEO of Adoratherapy, who's transforming the way we approach healing with her all natural essential oil based fragrances. Laura guides those on a journey of healing their energy fields through breath and intention, blending wellness and aromatherapy in a powerful practice. Laura, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, Wanda. It's so great to be here. So good to see you again.
It's amazing to see you. Now, before we jump into your inspiring journey, I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge the recent challenges that Adoratherapy faced when your warehouse in Asheville was severely impacted by the Hurricane Helene. So, can you tell us how our audience can support you during this difficult time?
You know, I have goosebumps as you say it. It's been 3 weeks since Hurricane Helene made its impact on Asheville. In general, our team is doing well. Water is on today for the first time in many locations, but the massive amount of damage that happened in Asheville in certain parts of the city that were near the river is, life changing. Our team is doing well. We've done everything we could to keep everybody employed, working, give them the time off that they needed to either relocate, find other housing, help with efforts to help others. The community is strong. We say Asheville strong. And our team is no different. They're so resilient. So thank you for asking. We have a GoFundMe. So our fellow friend Lynn Power from Conscious Beauty Collective has so generously put together a GoFundMe for Adoratherapy and for Kat's business, which is called Sun. And I can never remember the name, but you'll find it on. Yes,
Sandra.
Sundrunk, yeah, Sundrunk, and so funds keep coming in every time I see a little check, a little money coming in. I'm so grateful. There's so many things we need to fix and replace and do, but mostly we're trying to help our team by keeping them employed, and that's our focus. And also encouraging everybody to get back to business because I think the more focused we are on what's our future instead of what we've just been through, the better everybody feels. So you can donate on the GoFundMe and shop with us over the holidays. We're going to have different promotions. Right now we have no shipping, so free shipping, and Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all the deals that you would hope for, but we're just focusing on business as usual. Our store in Asheville has been closed. It's reopening. We have no idea what that's going to look like. So any online orders really help us at this point stay in the game.
Thank you, Laura. And I know your products are incredible and for healing, empowering, and right now it's the giving back chain, right? You
Yeah.
you buy from Adoratherapy, you empower her team, her and yourself. So it's an amazing cause. I hope everyone can support you and Sundrunk as well. I know Kat is there in Florida with her two
Yeah.
kids. So
It's very interesting being together with another brand and another founder. Kat and I hadn't met. We recently met. We both share that I grew up in France and she's French and she's now in America. So we actually have created a wonderful bond and I can't wait till we're on the other side of this disaster to have more time to get to know each other. But it's so amazing how you find people, meet people who comes into your life and the difference they can make. So this organization, the Conscious Beauty Collective, you and what you do with Crunchy Mama Box, all of these communities really hold us up and we're so grateful.
thank you, Laura. It's so important. Community is essential during these times. So now let's get started with the first question. Can you share the story behind the inception of your brand and what inspired you to start this journey? How does it align with your personal values and your mission?
So the brand is really designed around the concept of adoring yourself. It's something I had to learn over time. I've been an entrepreneur since I'm 26. I'm now 60. I'm a grandmother. And along the way, my entrepreneurial journey, my life really felt like it had very high highs, very low lows. But mostly what was hard was really feeling like I could be kind enough to myself. I didn't realize how hard I was on myself, how demanding. So when I finally, after doing a lot of work on myself, I'll call it personal transformation work. Some of it was energetic, some of it was more mental. I realized that this was the thing that you could do that could really make a difference in your life is knowing that you could love yourself and adore yourself, which is really the key to everything. So the brand is really designed around doing that, and the brand is all about taking a breath, having a very specific intention, and that intention, when it is ignited by the power of these botanical, natural, plant-based medicine, essential oils, can really shift how you feel in the moment. I think we're all anxious. We all have stress. We all have issues with our moods. We don't always have ways to activate in the moment and have access to a different feeling. And your breath is an incredible part of your toolkit that can help you get there. And our scents are designed to help you with your chakras and your aura.
I'm such a big fan of your work, Laura. I love your products. I love what you stand for and the healing journey. I mean, we're all in this healing journey. I love, love, love what you're doing. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So, your brand is known for its commitment to sustainability and using ethical ingredients. Could you walk us through your product development process and how you ensure that every ingredient and packaging choice supports your mission?
Yes. So aromatherapy is made with essential oils. Often you need to dilute them in carriers. The carriers that we chose are water, distilled water, and for our sprays, and jojoba, organic jojoba for our oils. The oils we use are organic, and we source them from a beautiful company called the Laboratory of Flowers. They're all either wild crafted, organic, ethically and sustainably sourced. They're not inexpensive. They're not the kinds of oils that you may use in hobby products or craft products. They're really designed as a healing tool. So for us, not just the products, but who they come from and then how we handle them is key to the journey of everything we do. We use primarily glass, no plastics, and we avoid any materials that may be not recyclable. And all of our glass products can be recycled, upcycled. You could make them into a vase. You could put your, makeup in our candle vessels. You can use our, bottles for a flower or for, scent sticks, incense, whatever. So they're all designed to be a part of your decor as well. And then our boxes, we use recycled paper and materials. We are very much conscious about how and where we source. So we try to not move our products too many times, which is why we're vertical. We make all our products in our own factory in Asheville. We distribute them, ship them also from that facility or from our stores. So we're trying to avoid shipping multiple times to many different locations, which helps with carbon emissions as well.
They sound like an amazing gift, and they are, because everybody who looks at our website and they find Adoratherapy, they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is beautiful! It's elegant, it's fun at the same time." I love the little the bags, the
Oh, the
toilet
new kits?
bags.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, my 8-year-old daughter is like, "Mom, that's the coolest thing. I want that for Christmas because it's shiny," and she loves it. Oh my
So
gosh.
even though that bag is plastic, we used, the kind of plastic material that's recyclable and also that's like, doesn't have all the petroleum because, sometimes you do need to use plastic, but every decision is made that way. The biggest piece of it is really when you think of products and how they're made. A lot of products are made with machinery. We hand pour everything, both our chemicals and our oils, So there's actually a person who's blending them, there's a person who's pouring them, there's a person who's capping them. It's all people. And so, we say people are the main ingredient. That could be you breathing them in, or that could be our team who we're hiring a lot of women and we're also paying a fair wage. So we're really looking to make this be a way everybody can adore themselves if they buy the products, but also the people we have in our team, developing them and giving them jobs and skills that they can use to better their lives.
I love this. And the going just back to the bags, not only are they beautiful, they're plastic, but they're durable. So I know myself, I have things that are plastic that have been with me for 20 years. And I think your bags are going to be one of those because they're very high quality.
Yeah, yeah. And we try to give you more. So the idea is I'm a packaging I love packaging. Let's just say that it's my spiritual quest is to like develop the most beautiful packaging, and the feedback I get is that it does deliver. But that specific kit, the one for our chakras, has like a strip, and that strip you can put all your bottles in. So like we want you to not just have the products, but we want you to have the whole experience. And the experience is to be able to collect or have all 7 chakras so you can work on what you need to work on. Most people are always like they want everything, so we figured out a way in the kit to give them all the things at the
Oh
best value.
my friends are always asking me about the chakras and the meditation and Adoratherapy. And so, what is it? Let me, they want education on it. And I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
happy to talk to you about this because it's really special. I love how empowering, and the mantra cards. It's just, it's very thoughtful. You thought of everything very holistically. I love that.
Thank you. Thank you. I think, I always, when I went into the beauty industry, I came from the fashion industry. So I have a little bit of like a perspective around style and design and all that. But what was most important for me was to have a business that was not causing any harm as much as possible and doing better, leaving people better than I found them. And so, yeah, and then delighting the consumer in the same way that I like to delight myself. So if it's working, I'm so happy.
Certainly is working. I love it. And we can see you come from fashion because everything is very beautiful and stylish. So, well, I think we almost answered this question, but I'm going to ask it. Who can benefit the most from your products, and how does your brand aim to serve or connect with those individuals? Is there a certain kind of personality? Who can benefit?
Yeah. I would say, there's a lot of stories right now in the media about the woo woo. And I don't know if in Brazil they use that word, but woo woo is like a cultural word to say like it's spiritual, it's magical, it's, kind of not in the analytical or practical world. I think that you can have both. I think that you can have products that are healing. They can touch on spirituality. They can touch on mind, body, and soul. They can do good for the world. They can be natural and vegan and cruelty free, all the things that we look for in a beauty product, but they can transcend beauty and start to address what we call conscious beauty or inner beauty. And that's a beauty conversation where the choices you're making about what you use, what you wear, what you breathe, who you shop from, come from a place of, again, adoring yourself, respect for yourself. And so for me, this journey of moving from, beauty to wellness, and I'd say from wellness now to transformation, and that's really my goal in the world, is to give people a way to do personal transformation from the point of what can they do for themselves. So if you're feeling anything, stress, ungrounded, a lack of clarity, your third eye is closed, your heart is shut, you're grieving, you're anxious, you're too much of an empath, you don't have enough energy, you're not able to, there are solutions, and the solutions are in our products. We have products for each chakra. Each blend of oils is designed to help you with a specific vibrational energy shift and they really do work. And so that's really who could use our products. You can use them in a mindfulness practice, a yoga practice. You can use them if you're a mom and you're getting the kids ready from school and you need to be grounded. You can use them to clear the energy when there's too much chaos. There's a solution for everything, and all the products have names, and the names really address that specific vibration that you may want: blissful, passion, abundance, creativity, motivation, tranquility. We try to do all of it.
It's incredible. So basically, everybody in different stages of their lives, they can
Yes.
benefit from your products. I love that. So
Yes.
tell us about a challenge you faced in building your brand and how you overcame it. What lessons did you learn that you'd like to share with aspiring founders?
So, the answer today would be different than it was every other day because of this hurricane. Um, there's something that I learned that I think is helping me so much in this time, and it's really this idea of how to manifest. I think I didn't understand it very clearly before, and what I thought it was is if you see it and want it, and ask for it, it will come. And what I found is that didn't always work. The difference that I know now is that the whole idea is that if I can feel the feeling that I would have if it had already happened, then it will come. And so that means that under any circumstance, good or bad, if I can be in the state of whatever that state is that is going to elicit the biggest impact on my creation of my wish and desire, that is when it will happen. So, how do you do that when you're dealing with adversity? It's a very much a new mindset and a discipline of the mind. And so I've been working at that. And I have to say, it's really helped and I can see the difference. And so in this particular situation, I'd say, um, try to reframe your thoughts so that you feel the state that you want to feel before it's even happened, and then watch the magic happen. It'll happen. That's what I've learned that I would hope to share. So, like for Kat, she can envision the beautiful house she's going to live in after she's renovated it, and the feeling that it will feel like to sit and watch TV with popcorn with her kids in front of all the new stuff and the open heartedness, and it will happen. And for me in my business, it would be like, creating the spaces and having the inventory and moving the business forward in the way I envisioned it a month ago before all this happened, and it's even better than I had envisioned it before. So thank you for letting me say that, because I actually
Yes.
felt it. I felt it and could see it. So it's going to happen.
You gave me goosebumps because I could feel, as you were saying that, I could feel it like in my skin. It
Right.
was crazy. It is
Yeah.
so true. And one thing that I would like to add, I know it's not my interview, but one thing I do a lot before I go to bed in very stressful days, I try to make myself laugh either through a movie or a little video, something,
Yes.
because I think the laughter kind of loosens it and gives you a different vibe. So you go to sleep just, like I feel like I go to sleep empty from the
Yeah.
stress and full of the happiness.
I love that. I always say when people work on the sacral, which by the way is that feminine divine energy and the expression of creativity, it's also where we hold emotions, to add a giggle in your breath when you breathe into that specific chakra. So I have goosebumps too, because it is true that if you can add that giggle and that laughter into your energy field, it does so much healing. It really does.
It really does. Well, let's talk about the giving back chain where brands and consumers unite to support the planet and community. And right now, they're supporting so many victims of the hurricane, including you and Kat and so many other people that lost their homes or their businesses. So, how does your brand give back? And could you share any awards, certifications, or causes that you support?
Yes. So the way we give back is primarily through employment. Our company pays a fair wage. In Asheville, that wage is about $18 an hour. And so we pay our retail staff, most of our employees that are in those kinds of roles, the highest salary and pay that we can. I feel like charity starts at home, and that idea that if you teach someone to fish, right, that whole expression, So jobs for me and job creation is the number one value. I would not call it charity, but it is also a way, and part of what I look at when I'm working with teams and people, having been an entrepreneur for so many years, is how can I give them the skills they need to go work anywhere else, and how can I develop them so that they understand what they're incredible at and that they can be valued for what they bring to the table. And to me, that is the biggest gift I can give anyone. We also obviously pick some charities. Often the charities we focus on are things related to equity, LGBTQ. And then right now, this month, we're focusing on breast cancer awareness. And we, again, it's not always money that we give. Sometimes we do that. What we do is we create events, we do marketing, we do other things that we can to take our community, which is growing and is quite large now, to help other people. So I like the pay it forward model. And so that's the way I look at ripples of community, which can go and extend bigger than any specific, charity or donation. In terms of awards, we have received some really good ones. Some of our products have received a Clean Perfume Award. We've received Earth Day Awards. We've received the Best Perfume Award for our aroma perfumes. We have a lot of awards. We also are certified woman owned, which is a new award that we got through the CBC or certification. And we're also Leaping Bunny certified. So we really love receiving awards, but the reason we love receiving them is because we want people to experience our products. And if this helps them understand or find a product of ours, we're so delighted.
I love what you said about the donations. Well, congratulations first on all your awards. Amazing, awesome, very well deserved. But going back to the giving back chain, I like to say that giving back, social impact, is not just about donation. On the contrary, donation is the easiest part of giving back.
Mhm.
The hardest part is what you do and what other mission driven brands do, founders that are small businesses, but they are giving their time, they're empowering their team, they're empowering their customers and everyone in their community. So that is, to me, the most powerful thing, because writing a check, if you have
Yeah,
plenty, is the easiest thing, but giving your time is the most precious one. So
yeah.
kudos to you. Congratulations on all the beautiful work that you're doing. It's
Thank you.
really meaningful.
Yeah, it's so great to bring everybody along. A lot of times, if you think of the way the business world has been, it's what tables are you sitting at? And I really like to think that if I'm sitting at a table, who would I like to have come with me? I want everybody to be at the table.
I love that, Laura. Thank you so much for sharing your inspiring journey and for all the work that you do to create a more sustainable and conscious world. And to everyone watching, remember that every choice we make can shape the future. So let's choose wisely, live mindfully, and support those who are making a difference, like our friend Laura and her beautiful team.